Okay, here we go. Dark Eldar turn 3. My Talos Pain Engine moved up. My 2 Venoms moved up. These guys stayed put. My Witches moved out of cover and then ran. This moved over about 7 or 8 inches. This moved back to take some shots at this. That moved up 12 inches and that went flat out. Shooting phase, we took a bunch of shots from both of these destructor cannons at those guys. The Deathmarks back there didn't do anything. Took some Bright Lance shots right here, only managed to stun him, or shake him, which he ignored with living metal. And then we wiped out the rest of the Immortals, and he's running still. Then over here we took some shots here and knocked out a couple of these guys. And with the destructor shot, or with the blasters from this Venom, we knocked out this Annihilation Arc, or Doomsday Arc. There we go. Other than that, I think that was it. Close combat right here. Actually moved the Witches in and just completely blew everything off. Just completely sucked it up. He actually ended up winning combat. And my Witches fled, but my Incubi stuck it out. So that was it for my turn. We will be back at the end of Necron's turn 4.
Alright, Necron turn 4. Actually, Necrons are doing a lot better than I anticipated. A lot better than last game, too. Let's see here. Movement phase. My Scarabs got out of terrain here. My Immortals there moved over a little bit. Deathmark stayed still. And Cryptek here moved back a little bit. Monolith moved up. Shooting phase. Scarabs ran to get closer to the Venoms there. These Immortals here tried to shoot down that other Venom. They were not successful. What else? Deathmarks here. Shot down some of these Witches here, and they ran back some more. And oh, Monolith there. Took a lot of shots at these 4 different vehicles. Managed to glance one. And I think it's either shaken or stunned or something like that. Assaults, Scarabs assaulted there, blew it up. I took out 2 guys. Took 1 wound in return. And here, kind of disappointing here. Archon finally started rolling really good, so he caused 4 wounds. 2 guys went down because of that. Actually, 3 guys went down because of that. My Stormlord and 2 other Lich Guard. And then the other Incubi really didn't do anything against my last guy. But failed my morale test, and I was wiped. Well, I was wiped, yeah. And then Stormlord came back because of Ever Living with 3 runes because of Phylactery, and joined that squad of Immortals there. So there's Necron turn 4. We'll be back with Dark Eldar and probably last turn.
Alright, here we go. Dark Eldar turn 4. My Trueborn moved away from their wreckage. This Venom with the Trueborn moved up to contest the point. It tried to get some shots off over there, but was just out of range. My Homunculus broke off from the group and rallied. The others are running away. My Ravager here moved and took some shots at the Land Raider. I don't know why I keep calling it that. At the Monolith, and managed to immobilize it and stun it. This was stunned, so it just stayed put. It's holding the objective right now, so I'm not really worried about it. And then over here, this moved to get some shots off against the Deathmarks. I think I took down 2 of them. Took down 3, and one of them reanimated is what happened. This also moved and got some shots at the Deathmark. Other than that, didn't take too many shots at these guys because I did not want to pull them into difficult terrain. So this way I was able to assault them without going through difficult terrain. Assaulted in, I killed 3.
Yes.
Killed
And
3 and put one wound on Oberon, and he did no wounds to me, but he passed his leadership check, and all 3 of the immortals reanimated. So that's it. We'll be back with Necron turn 5.
Alright, here back with Necron turn 5. I really didn't do anything in the movement phase. I brought back, well, this guy ran 7 inches. I brought the death marks here through the Eternity Gate. And Oberon used its Ghost Walk Mantle to deep strike here. Luckily, I did not scatter, so they all landed there. And trying to contest that objective there. So I have 3 units contesting that. Deathmark shot, had 1 glance, and the only thing that happened was weapon destroyed. These guys here shot, did nothing to it. So that's it for the Necron turn 5. We'll be back with Dark Eldar turn 5.
Here we go. Dark Eldar turn 5, and apparently the end of the game, because Victor is deciding to leave. And the result is a tie. I'm holding this objective. He's holding that objective because I moved out of contesting range. What was I going to say? Nothing really big. I moved those guys over to jump them in, but I didn't do it because this is the end of the game, so we're not really going to make a difference one way or the other. These jumped over. I originally jumped them back here so I had room for the other one to jump in there, but when he told me he was going home, I decided to, rather than play for the tie, try for the win. I jumped him over there to try and capture that point, and I was just hoping to knock his immortals off the point, but I was unable to do so. Took a whole bunch of shots in there, knocked him down to 2 immortals, but then they just, I mean, with leadership 10, they're real stalwarts, so they didn't run away. So they stuck it out, so the Necrons are holding that one, and the Dark Eldar are holding that objective. So at the end of the game, it is a tie. However, moral victory, I'm going to have to say it's probably going to go towards the Dark Eldar, because it's you're looking at the last of the Necrons right there. It's starting to look bad. But that's it. End of the game. It's tie, Victor.
Good game.
Good game. We will be back with MVPs and LVPs.
Alright, here with Necron's MVP and LVP. LVP, I want to say probably Doomsday Arcs. A lot of times they do stuff. This time they did nothing. One got blown up. I mean, it's not its fault, but this one here scattered off twice, I want to say. And the first 1 or 2 turns, because of the night fighting rules, you could not see. So LVP will probably be Doomsday Arcs. MVP, there's a lot of troops that did what they were supposed to do. Death Marks were 1. Death Marks came in, took out its bikes. They don't cost a lot. They came in, wounded on 2s, and they took them out. I mean, pretty easy. Oberon, I want to say it's probably the reason I tied this time and not lost and didn't lose. He got me out of combat here and moved me to capture that objective there. And then the other one is probably Stormlord with its night fighting the lightning. It took down 2 of his ships in the first turn, so he, with the night fighting, with the lightning strikes, he helped out there. So MVP will probably be the Death Marks, Oberon, and the Stormlord. LVP, the 2 Doomsday Arcs, they really didn't do anything. And that's it, yeah.
Okay, Dark Eldar, LVP, MVP. LVP is Witches. They didn't do anything. I was sadly disappointed with them. They moved into combat. I should have at least did a couple of wounds. I didn't even cause wounds for him to have to save. They were just pathetic. And then they ran the rest of the game, so they were bad. MVPs, Probably going to be by Incubi Archon unit. The unit always performs. It's a hammer. I mean, just anything that gets in its way is mowing. Just no chance at all. That's a really good one. I mean, my warriors did exactly what they were supposed to do, which was shoot the crap out of everybody. So probably the Incubi. If not the Incubi, then my warriors are probably the MVPs. So other than that, thanks for watching. We're putting up another viewer request bat rep in the beginning of March, so hop over to the website and get your vote in now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.